Welcome on board with Authentic and Commons. Managing outrage and its repercussions can be testing. Unconscious of how to deal with disturbing and upsetting circumstances might be a justification numerous mad outbursts and anger. The vast majority, except for small kids maybe, perceive their concern with wild outrage. In spite of the fact that there are many displeasure the executives exercises which would empower them to all the more likely adapt to fierce circumstances, a few group are ignorant in regards to these strategies and exercises. There are man outrage the board exercises people can rehearse or take an interest in when endeavoring to adapt to everyday sensations of outrage. One action which is suggested for outrage the board is workout. Exercise has been demonstrated to emphatically affect a person's disposition. Exercise assists a person with diminishing any adverse sentiments they may be encountering. An impact outrage the board action may be just about as basic as taking a walk or run in the recreation center. Visiting the exercise center to work out of participating in their number one game may function admirably for a person as an annoyance the board movement. Leaving or putting in a couple of hours in the excellence of nature would permit an individual to clear their head and delivery pressure. Open air outrage the executives exercises would definitely establish a climate of serenity. Outrage the board exercises, for example, going to a care group, camp or retreat would unquestionably help individuals who are encountering challenges controlling their displeasure. One sure part of going to outrage the executives exercises, for example, there is the individual would see direct that their concern isn't remarkable, that it is shared by a lot of others. Having the option to impart to individuals in comparable circumstances may be the way to outrage the executives for certain people. Sharing would almost certainly give trust through examples of overcoming adversity. Out of frustration the board exercises, for example, these individuals are compelled to manage their annoyance issues through different exercises, bunch meetings and one-on-one councils. Outrage the executives exercises are suggested when managing kids who are adapting to outrage issues. A kid is probably not going to react well to bunch meetings and maybe even become exhausted with one-on-one councils. Discovering exercises which are fascinating and surprisingly testing might be a superior other option. Children appreciate playing around. Planning outrage the board exercises which are agreeable yet gainful would be quite a lot more powerful than compelling a youngster to plunk down with a resentment the executive's instructor. Worksheets, shading pages, singular games just as intelligent games would be acknowledged much preferable by kids over an outing to the therapist. At the point when kids are included, it is crucial for approach the issue cautiously. Being domineering won't turn out well with kids. When considering outrage the executives exercises for youngsters, it is fundamental to be careful that they are just kids and the methodology is significant. When considering outrage the board exercises, an individual should pick one which they find fascinating and pleasant. Putting an individual in a new setting may make sensations of outrage which isn't the aim of outrage the board exercises. Discovering a movement that works ought to be the key core interest. Please click thumbs up, subscribe and share if you like it.